because I don't think it's about Maduro. And this is where we have to be very careful. Okay, so on the point of Maduro, regardless of what your opinion of Maduro is, the level of corruption that he's been linked to does not, and by the way, economic mismanagement, does not actually explain the economic crises in Venezuela. This is in no way, shape, or form, as a Lebanese Canadian, in no way, shape, or form, support for or criticisms of Maduro, because I don't think it's about Maduro. And this is where we have to be very careful. For example, the US has sanctioned Venezuela for 20 plus years. 20 plus years of sanctions and embargoes. The UN Special Rapporteur who went into Venezuela in 2019 linked the majority of the crises on human rights and access to food and access to medication and poverty levels to these sanctions, to the embargoes. From 2012 to 2019, because of sanctions, the Venezuelan economy lost 114 billion American dollars, 21.45 billion directly related to the American sanctions, and 92.85 billion in secondary effects. We have from 2017 to 2019 alone, the crash related to the sanctions, or mostly related to the sanctions, was worth 213% of Venezuela's GDP. It was equivalent to a loss of $77 million per day, or $226 billion. Inflation, that period, 2017 to 2019, rose by 344,510%. That's 3,400%. Did Maduro mismanage the economy? Did he not know how to respond? I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. But mismanagement of an economy cannot lead to these numbers. We have to understand that a lot of the suffering of the people was done on purpose. Why do we sanction? Why do we do embargoes? It's because we want the people to rise up against their government. So we need to really think about the consequences. And when people are talking about corruption and suffering of the people, it is true. It is true. Part of it definitely is linked to issues related to the mismanagement of the economy. But the significant, more important part of it is not that. It's the Americans that were upset with the Venezuelans and the Venezuelan leadership.